Hey guys, how we doing? We are going to chat today about congested udder in your goats. You can have it with sheep too, but we're going to talk about goats today. So this is Mama. Mama is an Oberhasli doe that kidded, I don't know, about 3 days ago. And she has a congested udder. So if you take a look at her udder here, you're going to notice right away one side, like we're lopsided, right? We have a teat there. And where's the other one? Where's the other one? It's right there. Okay. So why are we completely lopsided? Well, because this side is a fully functional udder and this side is... Okay, so why does this happen? Well, with goats, they have, like cows have quarters, so they have 4 teats. They have 4 quarters. Goats have 2 teats, so they have 2 halves. You can have one functioning and not the other. You can have both functioning, obviously, and you can have both that don't. It's important to know the difference between congested udder and mastitis. So mastitis is an infection. Bacteria get up and in the teat, and it's a very bad day. She may have a fever. Her bag is usually really rock hard, tight, hot to the touch. Later stages it might be cold because it's becoming necrotic. When you milk her, you'll get chunks. You'll never want to eat cottage cheese again. Sometimes it can be bloody and it's unsettling. Now in a congested udder, I might be milking out like pink or blood tinged because this is so full and tight on this side that it can actually rupture blood vessels in there, so you'll have trace amounts of blood, but it's not dangerous or bacteria ridden or anything like that. It's just so full and congested. When she first presented and I knew the issue, so like it's hard, but you can feel like clogged areas, like little, well, they're not little, but like this is like one ball of an area here. It's almost like a knot in a back that you have to work out. And you can use warm compresses to kind of relieve it. You can use like an udder cream that has peppermint in it. You can use Vicks Vapor Rub, anything to go in there and break up those clogged, congested areas, and milk her frequently, at least twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day, to really encourage that milk to get. So we haven't had her that long. The people we got her from didn't seem real knowledgeable about goats. And I knew getting her that she wasn't going to be like some prize that... whatever. It was a situation where they needed to get rid of her, and we were like, fine, we'll take her, whatever. So now I'm not sure exactly if it was kind of maybe they knew more than what they said, and we got duped a little. Won't be the first time, won't be the last, whatever. I don't care, honestly. She's fine. She's a good girl. She was a good mom. But the reason that the one side of her udder now doesn't function at all, like the one side feels like it's full of milk, but nothing comes out. Like the milk doesn't even drop down to the teat, and the teat is cold, which tells me this is not the first time this has probably happened with her. My guess is maybe she was congested like last year when they had her, and they didn't know how to treat or manage, or just didn't want to. Maybe it was mastitis, because you can have a congested udder if it's not properly maintained. It can turn to mastitis because that stagnant milk just sits in there. So you can get mastitis from it if it's not managed properly. So I wonder if they didn't manage it right. She got mastitis. Now that half is just dead and won't ever come back. What you do with that, if it happens to you, is up to you. Some people would just cull the doe. Eliminate her. If that's the case, it's not a genetic thing. That's just people having poor management. It's up to you. So yeah, it's up to you what you want to do with her. She had a singleton this year, so it wasn't a big deal with only having a half of an udder, but like it was so congested, I had to make the baby a bottle baby because she was so congested. He couldn't even draw anything from her, so jury's still out on what I'm going to do with her, but that's what you do. Just warm compresses, massage, work that bag to try to release like knots in the back, and just encourage a lot of milk down. And hopefully you can remedy it. Fingers crossed.